Hi, manifestors. Today we're going to talk about why you should not manifest a specific person, but if you must, how to do it. So let's get into it. My name is Lynn Mayu. I do this for fun. There was a time at which I was thinking about like being a manifestation coach, but I like my day job, so like this is like really the way that I give back. So one of the most popular like Google searches or YouTube searches for manifesting is like how to manifest a specific person for like a love relationship. I made a web page about it on the website, but I didn't haven't made a video about it. So we are doing it now. And I do not think that manifesting a specific person is usually a good idea, and I'm going to go into why, and I'll still show you how to do it anyway, but I don't think it's a good idea. So one of the first reasons is because like I've seen comments on some other creators videos saying things like, oh, but my specific person is a narcissist, and it's like, why do you want them? Like another one was like, my specific person used me for money and doesn't love me, and I was like, why is that the person? Like there are so many better people. There are people who are like good-hearted, caring people on the planet. They do exist. This person who is like using you and hating you, like that is not the only option that's available. You deserve so much better than that. Now I'm not going to say that you can't manifest like having the kind of relationship you want with that person that you're in love with, but if you're going to try to do that, then do that. Like visualize yourself with them having a good time, having a good relationship. Like don't think about how they are now. Don't think about like what you have, like I don't know. Like you deserve to be happy. Like this is really about happiness. It's not about like getting the person feeling like you have this victory. It is about you being happy. It is about you be like having the experience of love and of being loved on this planet. And there are so many like other ways. Like romantic relationships is not the only kind of love that is valid. We need so much more than that. Like we need our family, we need our friends, we need to have love. And if you're extroverted, you need more than that. You may need a lot of acquaintances. You may need to be doing a job that you work with people. Like you need more than just that romantic partner. Like really to fulfill the human need for love that we all have. So make sure that your needs are getting met. Don't put like all of your desires on that person. It's just not a healthy way to do it. But if you are going to, if you do like still want to manifest this person, here's what you do. You really take some time to just visualize yourself living a happy life with that person. Um, like smiling, like having a good times, doing things you love, and being treated well. So that's the first one. Now, the second one, do you even know what you want in a relationship? Do you even know what being in a relationship with that person is going to be like? Is that even something you want? Is that person even a match for what you actually desire? And I'm saying this because I've done this. Like I've tried to manifest love with like a specific person, and this is why like I've done this. I've been there, done that, messed it up, and it's like you realize why. It's like they say God punishes you by answering your prayers. I got married when I was young to somebody who checked off every like box. I wrote in tiny little print on front and back of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, long list of things that I wanted in a person, and I met him. Everything was perfect. I married him, and none of that list was like none of it was what I actually wanted. Like I didn't even know myself. I didn't even know what I needed. I was so looking at like external things like social legitimacy, lust, just things that young people think about. And God punished me by answering my prayers. And I've done it a couple times after that too. And it was like every single time that person was just a glaring mismatch for me. And it was a situation where, in order to keep the peace in the relationship, I had to like pretty much like deny and suppress like half of who I am as a person. And there is a whole like female socialization that says that you're supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You don't have to do it, and you should not do it. Each of us has the God given right to live a full, complete, happy life as yourself first. If you want to be in a relationship, that's like secondary. It's like you cannot put this. And I feel like when people are manifesting a specific person, a lot of the time you are putting that person ahead of your own happiness, and you are saying like it's more important for me to be with that person, and I'll do anything to be with them, and like not I'll do anything for me. And if you're not willing to do anything and to go to the ends of the earth for yourself, then how it's very hard to attract someone else like willing to go to the ends of the earth for you. That's where I'm going with that. So you want to make sure that this person that you like is someone that you can actually be happy with, someone that you can live a happy life with, someone who wants the same things that you want out of life, someone who, even as far as like habits and compatibility, like, are you going to fight over the toothpaste tube or the toilet paper? Like, it's gonna be, are you able to like at least both prioritize the same important values and move forward together? So I mean, you can still definitely like manifest yourself with that person, visualize yourself with that person. All things are possible with God, but please take a look at yourself and really like pay attention to yourself. Give yourself the attention that you've been wanting that person to give you. Give yourself that attention. Listen to yourself. Allow yourself to like know yourself and know what you want and know what feels good for you and what doesn't feel good. When we are trained to deny our emotions and push them away, it can be very hard. It can be very difficult to know yourself when you have been pushing yourself away for years or decades. So, I mean, give yourself all the time that you need. Take all the time that you need. Fall in love with you. When you fall in love with you, you'll know like what you want. You'll know what you're not willing to put up with. And then I feel like if you still like that person, then at least you'll know like what will feel good with them. You can visualize that. So don't neglect knowing yourself. Don't neglect that. But yes, you can still visualize yourself with that person doing the things that you actually love, that actually make you happy. So the third one is, why are you attracted to them? We are hardwired to be attracted to people who hurt us in the same way that our parents hurt us, in the same way that other people hurt us when we were very young, when we were in our formative years. This is so common, and this happens because like that wiring to be attracted to that same familiar pain is actually not, it's actually for your benefit. You are being attracted back to that same pain so that you have a chance now as an adult to heal it. And I'm going to tell you how to heal it. I think that in this situation, it's not unhealthy. You don't need to like try to like stop. I mean, I know people say like just stop caring about them and like find someone else, but it's not that simple. And I think if you have that attraction, you should make use of it, take advantage of it. It will, because it is leading you towards your healing. So what you want to do, and you want to make sure, especially if you haven't done this kind of thing before, I'm going to make my next video is going to be like really walking you through this. But for now, I'm going to give you just the theory and kind of how to do it. So you want to give yourself enough time. It's great if you have a whole day off and you don't have to do anything. But if you don't have that, at least have an evening where you know you can like go to sleep. You don't have to be up early the next morning. And just block off the time for yourself. Don't let anybody bother you during that time, because it can be a very sensitive space, and it can be like very triggering to have someone just barge in while you're in this healing process. So give yourself time, give yourself space. You may want to like make yourself like go into like when you're doing, you want to use a space that is really comfortable for you, that feels really safe. You may want to have like some paper journaling with you. You may want to light a candle, have some incense, something that just makes it feel more like a safe and sacred space. And then you want to like get comfortable and then like scan up and down your body until you find the place where it hurts. And when you find the place where it hurts, you now have the time and the space to go in there, and like you don't have to avoid it. You can go in there and you can feel it and just really laser focus on where that pain is and what it's doing, because it has something to say to you. There's something that it's telling you about yourself. Like there's something that it wants you to pay attention to yourself. So stay there with it until it turns into something else. And when it turns into something else, like stay with that and just keep going. It takes as long as it takes sometimes. And if you might come to a good stopping point, you don't need to do this like for a year. Like you can like do it for an hour and then like take a break. When you're doing this, make sure also like after you're done, because this can be very exhausting. So you want to drink a lot of water. You want to make sure that like if you feel hungry, if you feel lightheaded afterwards, like eat something nourishing. Make sure you got enough sleep. Definitely hydrate. Hydrating is so important, like when you're doing this kind of work. So yes. And then after you've done that, like you will reach a point in this healing where you will feel completely differently about this person that you were feeling all these like painful emotions towards before. And it's like, are you still attracted to them or not? And if you're not, then you can like choose a different thing to manifest. But if you are still attracted to them, that's fine. And you can go ahead and like do your manifestation, visualize yourself with them being happy, like not being rejected, not being unhappy, not being cheated on, not like none of that. Like just visualize yourself receiving love. You do not have to like see the face of that person that you are trying to manifest. You don't have to. It's better if you just feel the feelings of being happy and don't attach yourself to what the visualization looks like. And I'm also going to say in the space of visualization, if you meet someone else and they make you happy, like why not just be open to that? Like be open to like what the universe brings you. You can always check with the universe, talk to the universe, say like, is this the person for me? I would highly recommend that. Be open to what it brings you. Like the person that you were trying to manifest may not be the person you need right now. So be open to someone else if someone else comes up. Like I feel like we try very hard to say like, no, I know better, like how it should be. We don't. Like you don't know better than God knows. And you can ask God. Like that's the whole thing. It's like you can ask and you'll get an answer. Like you don't have to like be floundering around in confusion, because you can ask and get answered. If you want to know how to ask and get answered, I know that I've made a video about it. I will link it in the description. So that's a whole other thing. But yes, so this is like my take. Like I'm not really recommending on manifesting a specific person, but manifest your happiness. And if the person that you were thinking about, like they come to you, like that's great. but it's really your happiness is your life, and you're the main character of your own story. So tell me what you think in the comments. Happy manifesting, and I hope you have a great rest of the evening. Bye.